Okay, yeah, you bring it. So I've got a little table up there with holy water on. Okay, that's it, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
Great, I got it. So the blessing of the rings and the exchange of rings happens first to keep it the Latin right, and then we'll do those two things.
This is the serum and the
No, that's fine.
show up soon.
Before the reception,
We can start.
of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. The grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the communion of the Holy Spirit be with you. We have come rejoicing into the house of the Lord for this celebration, dear brothers and sisters. And now we stand with Sobhagya and Aditya on the day that they intend to form a home of their own. For them, this is a moment of unique importance, so let us support them with our affection and with our friendship, and with our prayer as their brothers and sisters. Let us listen attentively with them to the word that God speaks to us today. Then, with Holy Church, let us humbly pray to God the Father, through Christ our Lord, for this couple, his servants, that he lovingly accept them, bless them, and make them always one. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Let us now listen to the word of God.
And while he slept, took one of his ribs and closed up its place with flesh. And the rib that the Lord God had taken from the man, he made into a woman and brought her to the man. Then the man said, "This at last is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of the man. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh." The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. John. There was a wedding in Cana in Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Jesus and his disciples were also invited to the wedding. When the wine ran short, the mother of Jesus said to him, "They have no wine." And Jesus said to her, "Woman, how does your concern affect me? My hour is not yet come." His mother said to the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Now there were 6 stone water jars there for Jewish ceremonial washings, each holding 20 to 30 gallons. Jesus told them, "Fill the jars with water." So they filled them to the brim. Then he told them, "Draw some out now and take it to the head waiter." So they took it. And then when people had drunk freely and infuriated, "But you have kept the good wine until now." Jesus did this at the beginning of his signs in Cana in Galilee. He so revealed his glory, and his disciples began to believe in him. The Gospel of the Lord. Please have a seat for a couple of minutes. We welcome you here to this Cathedral of St. Mary's on this beautiful day as we celebrate the marriage of Sobhagya and Aditya. We've been practicing those names all morning, and just thought the first time I said it, I messed it up on your own, so I do apologise. I am making the effort. So, my dear brother and sister, you're about to enter into a union which is most sacred and most serious, but I think you've already come to that conclusion. It's most sacred because God himself instituted it, and by instituting marriage, this joining of a man and woman, he allows you to participate in creation. And that's why it's so sacred, because God's divine act of creation, now we participate in that. And by him becoming one like us in the incarnation, we participate in his divinity. And that means that we participate in his creation. So it becomes there's a cosmic meaning to this. This is not just two young, happy people just coming together and sort of, getting married for fun. You're participating in all creation, in all space and time. It's just, amazing to think about this from that point of view. And when we read that, from the book of Genesis, as we've been doing in the sacred scriptures all this week in the church, we realize that this poetic language of Genesis really emphasizes the part we play in that, and that Genesis wasn't just written 3,000-4,000 years ago for them in those days. It was written for us now in 2023, even in Portland, understanding that this great mystical union of man and woman participates in God's plan.
Dearly beloved, we have come together as a house of the church, so that the presence of the church is ministered in the community, with intention to enter into marriage and be strengthened by the Lord with a sacred seal. Christ abundantly blesses the love and piety, and through a special covenant he enriches and strengthens those he has already consecrated by holy baptism, that they may be faithful to each other forever and assume all the responsibilities of marriage. And so, in the presence of the church, I ask you to stay with your intentions. Sobhagya and Aditya, have you come here to enter into marriage without coercion, freely and wholeheartedly? Are you prepared, as you follow the path of marriage, to love and honor each other so long as you both shall live? Are you prepared to accept children lovingly from God and bring them up according to the law of Christ? Since it is your intention to enter the covenant of holy marriage, join your right hands and declare your consent before God and his church.
I, Aditya, Sobhagya, to be my wife. I promise to be faithful to you in good time and bad, sickness and health. Love you and honor you all the days of my life.
I promise to be faithful to you in good times and bad. Love you and honor you all the days of my life.
May the Lord in his kindness strengthen and consent you declare before the church and graciously bring to fulfillment his blessing on you. What God joined together, let no one put asunder. May the Lord bless these rings which you will give to each other as a sign of love and fidelity.
Take this ring as a sign of love and fidelity. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
I invite parents now to come up with this salary and the bride. Now in the blessed time, O Lord, you by your death on the cross, burn the church as a bride. Bless this tally that unites the bride and the king, the mutual trust and love. Let this tally grow a single unity, bind them to the invisible love and fullness of fidelity. May the cross embossed on it give them strength to bear cheerfully the sorrows of life and to lead a life pleasing to you. May this also be a symbol of their fidelity. O merciful Lord, who adorns the human soul with the enduring mantle of grace, bless this mathrachtally. Help this bride and groom, looking on through their mutual love of self-giving. O Lord, who clothe the Holy Church, your bride, in the mantle of glory, make this couple worthy to put on the robe of glory in heaven and after a life of sanctity on earth. Through Christ. In his kindness and make favor with his hand, those on whom he has bestowed his power. O God, who by your mighty power created all things out of nothing, and when you had set in place the beginnings of the universe, formed man and woman in your own image, making the woman an inseparable helpmate to the man, that they might belong be two and one flesh, and told that what you pleased to make one was never be divided. O God, who consecrated the bond of marriage by so great a mystery, that in the wedding covenant you foreshadowed the sacrament of Christ and his church. O God, by whom woman is joined to man and the companionship they have in the beginning, is endowed with one blessing, not forfeited by original sin, or was the way of faith. Look now with favour on these your servants, joined together in marriage, who ask to be strengthened by your blessing. Send down on them the grace of the Holy Spirit, may the grace of love and peace abide in your daughter Sobhagya, and let her always follow the example of those holy women whose praises are sung in the Scriptures. May her husband entrust his heart to her, so that the knowledge of hers is in him, and as joint heir to the life of grace, he may show her true honor and cherish her always with the love that Christ has for his church. And now, Lord, we implore you, may these your servants hold fast to the faith and keep your commandments. May one in flesh, may they be blameless and holy to you. And And with the strength that comes from the gospel, may they bear true witness to Christ before the world. May they be blessed with children who prove themselves virtuous parents who live to see their children's children. And grant that reaching at last together the fullness of the years for which they hope, they may come to the life of the blessed in the kingdom of heaven through Christ. Amen. And may Almighty God bless all you who gather here in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm ready to present to you Aditya and Sobhagya, husband and wife.
Grown up.
I spelled priest wrong once and something back to me.
I said that it was a personal moment, but
yeah, I can do that. Official person performance.
It's a tradition.
Yeah. It looks like a parking chair, and like there's nothing like in India. It looks like it's like this big.
Have you taken pictures of this?
Good. 100%. Had a slightly over there, मतलब body पर.
Okay, the two witnesses.
Our mothers are still inside.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, there.
And then is
It goes both ways.
I didn't hear the both ways.
We will take a picture. We will take a picture with the
Picture.
okay.
Sure.
I don't think I need to sign this one. Signature press on this.
The Immaculate Son has come to see you, the wedding. Make sure you guys are all right. You know, God bless his wedding. God bless his union. Alpha and Omega is done. Amen.
So, the first witness there, please. Witness name, print your name. And that's all you have to do, just print your name down.
Yeah.
Yeah? Don't even have to
Print
sign
like
it.
spell out your name.
Capital.
Ooh, with a rod of iron.
We have everyone's blessing now.
Sign that already?
There's no signature.
No,
Just the name.
Just the
Only the name.
Yeah.
Who was the other?
That is right. That is right. Yeah, go ahead.
You just have to write just the name.
Yeah, that's all they asked me. But you do sign this one. Great. And while you're there, why don't you just sign this one? This is the witnesses. So, let's see. This is name and address.
You just put the name.
Yeah, name and address. That's it. That's all you have to do on that.
Your address.
6442. Southeast. SEPRO.
No, it's
Hillsborough.
Yes.
971.
Thanks, Henry.
Mom, you have to sign also.
I have to sign?
You have to sign here on the line, right?
No, just the name and address.
It doesn't say signature. It says signature here, but it doesn't.
What that means, the witness is undersigned
Sign.
below. Yeah,
Yeah.
put a signature.
So
in.
I just put a signature.
Maybe you have to sign here.
Above.
Yeah, yeah. Above.
Above here.
Put it there.
Here. One of you here. One of you here.
It's not a great font, is it? It's not unexpected. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Oh, no, really.
So nice.
A little bit of extra things there. We don't normally do. But it's beautiful stuff. Actually, it's very similar to the Hispanic community.
Yes.
They have the sharing of the plasma.
Yeah, and I was trying to compare with what we have in Hinduism. It's almost very
Very similar,
things.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful stuff.
The vows,
The walls are
Yeah.
very similar.
vows,
Yeah. These things are similar. Eternal, right?
Next to
Hello,
Beaver
thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Space like
9700.
And she was to sign here or here?
Just sign here.
No, but do it near your name.
Yeah, because this is,
That's it.
Look. Yes. We have to sign this one as well.
Yes, absolutely. Do you? Yeah, you
All right,
too.
you want to go first?
Signature, name, and address. Signature, name, and address.
here you can sign.
Oh yeah, are you doing the whole throwing of the bouquet? At the reception, at the reception, right? Come on.
breakdown when the dogs were installed.
I already owned it.
Make it sway.
All right, your turn.
Sway, have you reasonably cooperative? All of them are cooperative. Well, they're named by. I had in my bag put a Kindle like the entire number block and I didn't download it. Yes.
I'm competing. Okay.
Me too,
That's one of my qualifications here. Okay, but it's not like you might know. I didn't know.
Yeah. The wind.
People there might be
All right. That's us.
We'll be yours, right?
Thank you.
All right. Yep. Okay, inside for photos.
Okay.
All right. When that one right there.
She's right there.
But my house is.
We would look at the photographer as well. Thank you. Hold over here.
Now we are going to be with you.
Get a picture with you guys.
Most of the second.
Guys, natural fan effect for them.
Yeah. You need a couple shots.
seated and then bring your hands together and give me the most amazing energy and the biggest cheer for Ali and Betty, everybody! Give me for the bride and groom for the first time together with us. The bride and groom and their parents will now light a lamp together.
Bride, first the bride, then the groom, and then the rest of the parents. Who is a smoker? Let's announce. Oh, there is a point there. Okay, got it.
थोड़ा सा उसको पकड़ के रखो ऑन करो
The lighting of this lamp is deeply rooted in our spirituality in Hinduism. After the rituals, to be able to bring brightness, purity to the vows that were taking place.
Hello everyone. So we really want to thank everyone who's here today, who's made this happen. People have come in from very far, some from all the way from India. So our parents, of course, we want to thank our parents, both my parents and of course uncle and auntie. And then our friends, wait, before that, the best man, but I gotta thank Shlo. He is, when Shlo came to President about 2 years ago, and he's my cousin, and then I feel like I've just been able to rely on him for everything. Like anytime I need to do something, I'm like, Shlo, can you help me with this? So like, he has been always there. Something more.
Thank you to everyone, Adi's side, my side. I think we couldn't have had this wedding without each and every one of you who flew in here. So yeah, thank you, special thank you to my parents, my sister, my bridesmaids. Everyone really pulled their weight, did everything, and yeah, we couldn't have done this without any of them. So thank you everyone, have food, enjoy, and we will dance at some point. It'll be great. Okay, thank you.
So I'm saying, yeah, very nice to see all of you here. So once again, a very warm welcome on behalf of Aditya and Sobhagya, a warm welcome to all of you. So I would also like to thank you all for being here today, because you have come all the way from different parts of America and India and different corners of mainly USA and India, and I'm sure from many other countries. Yeah, really, it shows that we are really humbled by your desire to honor this beautiful couple sitting here. And it also shows that how they have developed this beautiful relationships, friendships, love and care among each of you, with so many of you here. So kudos to them, to their really, and I really congratulate them for you have to have so many friends from all over the world. It's a great asset to have. Yeah, and I would especially like to thank the sister Archana, who has all come all the way from India despite her ligament injury. Yeah. And I'm sure so many are there and coming from very really far away places, and see how you are really honoring them. Yes, and I'm really thankful to you, all of you, for that. And also I would like to thank you, Sanjay and Anuradha, for I see that because they have already taken and developed that affection and loving care with Sobhagya in the last few days, and I can really see that. And I've been seeing that when Anuradha goes to visiting some sari or kind of wedding or something else, so she sees something and she's, it fits Sobhagya, let me have it. So I have seen her sitting down there already. So thank you, Anuradha and Sanjay, for already the love and care and affection you already shown to Sobhagya, and and I also would like to congratulate and thank both the parents, Sanjay and Anuradha, for having raised such a human being. The best qualities one can ask for. Really. So congratulations, and I have 2 daughters, and today I have another son. So thank you for giving me and Jane this beautiful lovely human being with all human qualities one can ask for in a son. I have seen him for a few weeks and months, and I know him through Sobhagya for last 2, 3, 4 months, and he has all the qualities as a parent can wish for in a son. Yes. So, Sobhagya. Here is the girl I have seen, as a kid. A tiny tot, about 29, 30 years ago, and now sitting lovely, beautiful married woman. You said that. And I want you to know that how we both and your sister love you, how much we love you, just as you love us. Yeah? And how so much we are proud of you. From the time you were born until now, you're sitting here as a married young woman, as you said, beautiful young woman, yeah. And all that you have given to us as a family, from the time you were born until now, during the various phases of your life, whether it was what to say, 3-4 years going to facing an interview board of 6-7 people, sitting there, being grilled for 10-15 minutes when she was 3-4 years old, and getting to that very tough competitive school admission. And you have your and you have all your DPS friends sitting here. They have all been there with you, I think, from class 5, class 6. Some of them, I think you're from class 6. Yeah. So it shows that that quality of the way you have dealing with your friends, the openness, that vivacious attitude and sense of humor. I know they can tell, and I have seen that she can do anything for her friends, whatever is possible in their capacity. Yeah. So really, almost. And really, you have given a lot of opportunities to be proud of. Thank you for all that. And also I want to especially thank you for considering both of us as within your inner circle of friends. Really, because there is no secret which we cannot discuss in the world. Anything and everything. So that kind of open communication between her and us and her sister here, it's been amazing, and that's, I think a parent cannot ask for more than that. So thank you for keeping us within that inner circle.
We also fight a lot, but that's part of the inner circle.
We fight a lot, but we do not get that fight back to the next day. We close it before we go to sleep, even if it is a different time zone. And also you have brought a lot of things into our life, and especially in my life. The way she nudges me and mother to live a healthy life. Did you go for a walk this morning, Papa? Not really. And it's not only the nudging, the sweet way, and also it is firm. Huh? You have to go, otherwise next time it will be firmer. And really, yes, and because that has really, given a lot of kind of value in increasing our efficiency or living a healthy life, and also to really, she has been, I know some of you will vouch for that, she is also a kind of mentoring for even their parents. If there is any problem, you tell her, so she will find a solution. It's a problem solver for the family. Chief problem solver. Thank you for all that. And now, you would like you to, we're more proud of your being evolved as a kind of beautiful human being, more than what you have achieved in whatever way, whether it is your academic or career or by, but more than that, how you have evolved over a period of time out here. Beautiful, young, kind, caring human being. Now you will evolve along with Aditya, and you will have that. Aditya, also I want to tell that you basically complement many of your strengths. Your strengths and God-given gifts are complementing to a lot of what he also.
And my weaknesses.
And your weakness. So it is that's the that's the best one can ask for, and being there for each other. that's the. I hope I think I am my 5-minute time is over. I just want to end this with some passing words of wisdom. I mean, this is supposed to be given by the parents to young. I am not going to give you any new wisdom from my side. I am going to give you the wisdom which James Papa told me 35 years ago. So I am going to tell you the same thing. What he told was that those I am giving you, I am entrusting in your hands my most precious jewel. Treasure her as your most precious jewel throughout your life. So this is what I am telling Adi. Exactly the same words. When we are entrusting you our most precious jewel, keep your as your most treasured jewel. Yeah. So anyway, I got to tell you one or two more things. Just 1 or 2 minutes more. Whatever differences you have, resolve it before you go to bed. Never keep your differences over a next day. You do not know whether you will be there on the next day. It's dark. I mean, this is if you have that. I mean, this also the advice was given by your mother's, your grandfather. And the third one is that every day for 1 or 2 minutes, just sit together and think about the good things and the beautiful moments you had together. And be thankful for that. So,
I'll remember that.
yeah, okay. So with that, let's raise our glasses to this great, beautiful couple. Yeah. Yeah, don't cry. I am already a little bit.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was beautiful, touching. Thank you. Next up, I'm going to request Mr. Sanjay Kumar, the groom's father, to come up and say a few words with us.
Thank you. And I hope you all enjoyed the afternoon and the food and of course the company. Let me first congratulate the young couple, Aditya and Sobhagya. Thank you. Best thing to have happened. And thank you all for being here because some of you have come from far, some of you have, I of course missing some kids here who could not attend, and I think they should have been here because they are the real fun, right? So, one thing, Adi, and I must say this actually, Aditya left for school on his own volition, for boarding at a very young age, and left our small nest empty. In between he came, but that was a very, very short period. All along in the last, how many years? 20 years or so, we have been like a helicopter parents, trying to see where he's doing, how he's doing, what he's doing, because he used to be going to some dark mountains here, to take those pictures of Andromeda, and he would keep my, attention over here because he'll go all alone. I'm so happy that now he has a company. I don't have to look after. My anxiety level is going to go down. And Adi, now you have a home away from home. And which is very, very important. I really value that. Make a beautiful home. Make sure that there is a lot of love, there is a lot of affection, there is a lot of trust between both of you. and do whatever you feel like. World is yours. I've always believed in that. Of course, my wife always holds me and says that, don't tell the world so many things about Adi's secret, but I think I should let her. One of them was that I told your friends when I came here in July, get him a bride. And I'm very thankful to you all that you got him actually in precisely 6 months' time. So I'm really thankful to all of you. I didn't have a daughter, and we are so happy to have a daughter now. It's something which we have been longing for all these years, and now today, all our affection, love is going to pour on the daughter that we have got, Sobhagya. And she is going to be, first port of call. Sobhagya every morning, instead of calling him, which he doesn't pick up my phone very often, call up Sobhagya and say, how are you doing? And I know that if they are doing well, it's fine with me. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm sure Anuradha will also say the same. Anuradha, you want to say something?
Yes. Actually, when Adi was small, and sometimes I would call him a doll or a guriya, I used to say, you always wanted a daughter. And you got me. I said, no, I want a son and a daughter both. And here I have my daughter. And it's such a as beautiful as her name is. And so, more than that, she's a beautiful person. And so we are so happy and we are blessed to have you as part of your family. And now we have also Jane and Jose and Lavanya in our family, and we really feel blessed about that. Thank you.
And thank you to all. Enjoy the evening, and we love each of you for the time that you have spared and be with us. And my special thank to some of my relatives who have come all the way from India. And they all are loving every moment, and particularly Ashnadi, who came for a very short duration, but made sure that she's there with Aditya. She, is something which we all are so grateful. We are also grateful to some of his colleagues who were in RPI, right? And whenever I went there, we used to have nice dinner with them, and I've not been having that so often these days. We should have that, right? And some of you, I've known some large number of you, and it's all great family, great together. Love you all. Thank you.
Here now. We have our eldest Ji. Pankaj come from New Jersey with his beautiful daughters and so beautiful. My late sister is not here, but I think she's blessing us from heaven. I miss her because I know she would have been so thrilled to be for Aditya's wedding. She used to talk about it, and of course our parents, but his mother is there. She watched the ceremony, I think, online from the church. So my mother-in-law, and she was so excited, and yesterday, just day before, we had a small ceremony at home, and we showed her the video, and she started crying, and so we know that she's so happy that, and she's met Sobhagya, and she told us that you're very fortunate to have such a beautiful girl. So thank you again.
One last thing, like you said. There will be a marriage reception in Delhi. Come over.
Yes.
You'll enjoy every moment of it. Promise, my promise. Okay? Please come over to Delhi on the events are going to be on 13th and 14th of March. Please make sure you're there. Thank you.
Thank you.
So first of all, I want to congratulate
Betty and Adi for this beautiful journey that they're starting together. And I want to thank all of you for being here with us to share this special day. And I want to take this opportunity to talk about how special Betty is to me and how happy I am that she has found someone like Adi to share the rest of her life with. I don't know if I'll make you cry. Yeah, just some thoughts. So, Betty is the funniest person I know. So whenever we have family FaceTimes and if Betty is on the call, it becomes a riot. And I have like screenshots of my parents laughing out loud and even holding their head in their hands after Betty has just cracked another joke. So they say laughter is like sunshine in the house. And I know that your house will be full of love and laughter. And I must say, I'm happy and also a bit envious that Adi and Momo have taken up the honors of being the audience for your stand-up comedy for the rest of your life. Or maybe until Betty gets a Netflix special when we also get to enjoy her jokes. Yeah. So Betty is not only funny, but she's also very wise and understanding. So as some of her friends can probably attest, so when you, and also as my dad was saying, when you share something with Betty, she's a problem solver. And when you share something with Betty, she really listens carefully and understands what you're saying. And even though I'm older than Betty, I often go to her for help with advice with difficult situations. And I know many of us, or some of us here do too. And so the trick is that when Betty puts on her product manager hat, everything just becomes simpler. All the priorities become obvious. Stakeholders and people who can't stand each other become friends. It's just some kind of magic. There is a blessing in the Bible that says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. And whenever I hear this, like in a hymn in the church or when I read this, I'm always reminded of my sister. So I got the opportunity to actually live with Betty for during COVID from 2020 to 2021. And COVID was tough, but I couldn't have asked for better company. Yeah, and not just because Betty would rush to make cheesecake or banana bread whenever we ran out of other food. I got to see many different sides to Betty. So I got to see Betty as a homeowner. So she would make sure that at the end of the day, the kitchen counter was immaculately clean. So something she learned from Bibijichi, I hear, her cousin, who lives in Beaverton too. And she would make sure that we have a linen closet with extra toiletries, and we had countless bedrooms with matching furniture. I think you can count them, but countless bedrooms with matching furniture. And so Betty loves to host. This is a note for all of you here. So if you're in town, you definitely have to stay with Betty. If she were an Airbnb, I would give her a 5 out of 5. Ever. Yeah. I also got to see Betty at work as a product manager. So she would get a lot of work done in very little time. And she would always, I was impressed how she always made time in every meeting or whenever I eavesdrop to connect with her coworkers and sneak in a joke or two and make it fun. So yeah, that was very admirable.
The best part of my job.
She says the best part of her job. I also remember how before we started work, she would always make fresh frothy filter coffee for both of us, which was really nice. And as you heard from my father, so I also saw Betty as a very caring daughter. She would spend hours talking with my parents and making sure that they were doing well and staying healthy and going on their walks. So yeah, I got to see that side of Betty also. So yeah, Betty is amazing. Real dear. And I have to say, from what I've heard, I think she has met her match in Adi. So I remember when they first met, or yeah, sometime around when they met, Betty would tell me how special Adi made her feel. And I haven't heard her gushing about anyone like this since I think high school, when she was a huge fan of Barack Obama. Or maybe it was middle school, when she used to sign her name as Betty Black, or Sirius Black from Harry Potter. I think her classmates from school would know. So yeah, Adi, you're in esteemed company. So like Sirius Black, Adi is also known for his good looks and unwavering loyalty to his friends. Betty jokes sometimes that Adi is the complete package. He comes with a dog, he comes with a group of friends, and a Costco membership. And is it a coincidence that Momo, their dog, resembles Pat, but from Harry Potter? Okay, jokes apart. Even though I met Adi only a few times, I can tell that he is a very kind person, and he cares very deeply for my sister. And I remember the first time I met him, it struck me how genuine and down to earth and open you are. And it's actually something that you share in common with my sister. She's also very open and very genuine. And I think I can see why you hit it off from the beginning. So when Betty told me that Adi is the one, it was easy for me to believe. Not just because she's very wise and practical and has great foresight, but also because I could see that since she met Adi, she started laughing and smiling more.
It's like a Bollywood song.
And
waking up at 7.
And waking up at 7. Yeah, waking up early. And I'm really glad that she found someone who can make her smile like that. I think Adi brings out the best in Betty. And I'm sure it's the same the other way around too.
I said I was first.
So there's a quote from this movie, When Harry Met Sally, that I think it was also on one of your Instagram posts. And that goes along the lines of, when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. As you start the rest of your life together, I wish both of you lots of love, happiness, and fun. I hope that you continue to cherish each other, try to understand each other, and be there for each other in good days and bad. Thank you.
So since all the kind words are done, I'm going to start off with the embarrassment, right? That's what the best thing is about. I'll be honest, just before I got the mic, I was pretty nervous about taking the mic because I just realized I'm the last person, and the last thing that I want to do is stop you guys from getting a second round of drinks. So I'm going to promise that I'll try and make this quick. When Bhaiya told me that he was getting married to Betty, and they were going to get married in the church, instead of congratulating him, the first question that I asked, so you said I'm the best man, so what does the best man do? And he was as perplexed as I was. And yeah, when we started talking about it and I started my research, I found out that the best man really has 3 things to do. The first one is hold a bachelor party. Now, all the people who know this person, he just loves his couch and his YouTube. There's no way he would have wanted a bachelor party, and so that made my life easier. The next up was holding the rings at the altar. I think I did a pretty decent job about that. Didn't hear anyone complain about it. And then the last one is the speech. So yeah, let's see how this one goes. When learning about, what a best man is supposed to talk about, what I heard was a best man is supposed, according to the tradition, a best man is supposed to sing the groom's praises and tell you all about his many good points. I want to start off by apologizing to all of you because I can't sing and I can't lie. But I'll try my best. Today is also a day that I officially become number 2 on Bhaiya's priority list. Someone else has taken over that spot, and I've been trying to prepare myself for this moment, but I just haven't been able to, and so today I have no other choice but to accept it, right?
It's number 3. I think Momo's number one. Number two.
That makes me feel awesome about myself. Thank you so much. But yeah, so when writing the speech, I decided, how can I help Sobhagya? Over the 2 years that I've known Bhaiya, so I've known of Bhaiya for a very long time, but I've really gotten to know him in the past 2 years. And I thought, let's make this speech all about Bhaiya. Let's talk about two things that I've taken the most and give you a teaser into what you're getting yourself into, right? And so, two things that, and there's a bit of an anecdotal story to both of these. The first one is communication. So right after Bhaiya and Sobhagya decided, yep, this is it, we're doing it, we're going to tell our friends and family that we're getting married, Bhaiya also came up with a very unique way of introducing me to all of his friends who didn't know me. He's like, hey guys, this is Shlok, this is my cousin. Oh, fun fact about Shlok, he was there at the first date Betty and I went to. All of a sudden, people went from, oh, what a nice guy, to, whoa, watch out. Who is this guy? Wow, this cousin's really getting close with him, huh? Going to the first dates? Well, today I want to clarify two things. A, I am not a creep who went on all his first dates that he's had. Two, there were two other people at that first date. The two other people were actually part of the ceremony today, Ambali and Nikita. Please give it up for them. So the lesson learned here is that while he does a good job of communicating 9 out of 10 times, he is going to miss out on some key points, right? So whenever you whenever you forget or whenever you get into an argument, remember he probably missing out on something there, right? And then the second thing that I want to highlight is the power of his degree of being a doctor, the power of his research. Whenever Bhaiya wants something really badly, be it tech or a dog, he really goes off. He goes off learning about it through podcasts, owner manuals, YouTube videos, you name it, and he's done it. So if you ever have an impulse shopping spree and you buy something that you don't know how to work, chances are he's watched all the tutorials and podcasts that are already there on that. And if you ever think that you might have shopped a lot and need to stop, don't worry, I'm pretty sure on his YouTube playlist there's a video that says tutorial on how to stop a wife from shopping too much. But to end it all, I just want to say thank you so much for letting me be part of your big day as a best man. And I wish you both a lifetime of happiness. Also, I'm glad that Betty and I have been on the same page.
If you are shorter people in the front, yes, so how are you in the front? Yes, please come out. Parents in the front, if they are given in the front. All right, you ready, everybody? Woo! Let's go. 3, 2, and 1 for Adi and Betty. Woo! I was the only one shouting. I need everybody to shout with his hands up. Are you with me for Adi and Betty? Woo! Now this is however, for the first dance in the group dance, I will request to stand in a circle of questions. People like this, a lot of us in the Indian culture, like even, Garba happened in a circle. We believe in the energy of everybody and the intention and the good vibes coming in together. So when you go out there,
wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, shall I stay?
Kya baat hai, beautiful. There's one word comes to mind, encore. Once again, give your hands together, everybody. Fantastic. Next up, we got a group dance, as is the tradition for any Desi wedding anywhere. We gotta have the friends, family come and dance together. Let's go, everybody.
go. Everybody, everywhere, come on. Let me see your hands up, hands up, hands up. Let's go. Clean the floor. Clean the floor. Yeah. Watch the windows. Watch the windows. Watch the windows. Clean the floor. Clean the floor. 2, 3, 4. Watch the windows. 2, 3. Clean the floor. Clean the floor. 2, 3, 4. Watch the windows. Now 2 times. Clean the floor. Watch the windows. 3. Fix them up. Fix them up. Check it. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go. Let's go. Hands up. Yeah. Come on, everybody. Let me see them. Hands up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Come on, everybody. Yeah. Ladies, let me see your hands on your hips. Shake it up. Let's do a special request right now.
के पान बनारस वाला खाई के पान बनारस वाला खुल जाए बंद अकल का ताला वो खाई के पान बनारस वाला खुल जाए बंद अकल का ताला फिर तो ऐसा करे धमाल सीधी करके सबकी चाल छोरा 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 किनारे बा चुम्मा दे दे चुम्मा चुम्मा दे दे चुम्मा 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 दे दे चुम्मा चुम्मा दे दे चुम्मा चुम्मे को दिन दिया चुम्मे का वादा चुम्मे को तोड़ दिया चुम्मे का वादा ले आ गया और फिर चुम्मा 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 दे दे चुम्मा
Super easy. Then you take your right hand up. You take your right hand up. Right hand up. Are you ready with me? Check it out. One more time. Here we go. Your pelvic. Pelvic thrust. Check it out. Other side. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, nice job. Wonderful.